I'm walking, yeah. Just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. Come on for the walk, y'all. Come on for the walk. Great ride isn't. Great ride isn't. Come on for the walk. Let me tell you what the ancestors is on the wall. Let me tell you who's on the wall. See, we got Delia Garlic, Sarah, William Colbert. I covered somebody. I covered somebody. I gotta call her name. Uh-oh. Sarah Ford. I don't want to cover Sarah Ford's name no more. Then we got Sam Kilgore, Katie Darling, Betty Simmons. I said William Colbert. He wants his name, so Charlie Williams, Amy Chapman, Wes Bradley, and Ben Hurley. Jump on your bikes, jump on your mats. Start your treadmill. Let's get this party started. Yes, you'll hear their voices, at least some of their voices, over the Kwanzaa holiday for the war. I told y'all, like 90 something. That's you start adding up stuff. That's a lot of years when I first found what they call remembering slavery, because they don't want to say enslavement, because when you say enslavement, you say, well, why was a people enslaved? Then that goes to the true history, not the Hatfield and McCoy history. And all that Islamic history. Once a conqueror is conquered, all with remembrance of him or anything of him is destroyed. And history is rewritten. When the conquerors are conquered, then they become the losers, and history, the spoils, go to the victors. Ergo, labor, free labor. Ergo, enslavement. Ergo, take it back there. Know our history. That's why deep down inside I have never really supported reparations, except to the fact that I knew it was never going to happen, but I didn't know why it was going to happen. Because the conquerors don't generally give the people they conquered money because they were collateral damage in the conquering. That makes sense. But the Hatfields and McCoys have successfully covered up history. So, just for me asking all these years, reading, touching everything, finally at 65 coming to the true answer. And our kids look like they ain't gonna learn it any time before me. But I can safely say, on the reparation, what I do say is start looking towards Ghana and towards different tribes. The Ashanti tribes, for me, I'm using because my ex is Ashanti. And he has goats, and I want goats. I never wanted something that he wanted. Well, other than him to stay in the United States. We both wanted that together. And my daughter. We both wanted that together. But after that, we ain't want the same thing ever. After that. But now, can't say ever, now I want some goats. So my daughter's going to go on a reconnaissance mission next year to see how we can make that happen. And then I want some Zulu, and I'm being very specific because once we know our history, then we'll know. They used to always say, for the homeboys that held it down. You know what I'm saying? While you out there fighting, somebody got to hold it down. Where you going to come back to? Where you going to come back to? So, there were a lot of tribes that fought off the Arabs as best they could. But if you look at them, because even my ex, he was a Muslim, not a Muslim. And Ashanti, but not, you know. But one thing that easy, I think, that's why the cults are so easy to connect with the tribe. Because the first thing when you look at cults and you're a man, the first thing is that you dominate women. You know where, look what I got in here. What's the time? Ain't it cold? Why is this flying here? Y'all saw the flying? Okay, he's going someplace else. A lot of light. Oh, he left. Oh, went over by the ancestors and must told him to get out. No, he bad. The light is enough for him. Too much for him. He can't take it. So, we gotta know our history. And if we know our history, we'll stop saying reparation. Because that's Hatfield and McCoy. That's another smoke screen, another cloud in front of you. So, that's my investment. I want to go back to Best. Ashanti from Ghana, because that's what we know. I have to find some Zulu connection, I'm sure. And even in my head, I was like, oh, you know, they could rip you off. Yeah, they could. But I know for sure positive these Hatfields and McCoys would. I wouldn't buy a sheep, a goat, a cat, please. Let me tell you how these folks is. To kill my cow, they would kill 10 of theirs. Don't bother them, that's the way they roll. So no. I wouldn't have a goat here, a cow here. I don't even let my dog go out or stay with other people. No. If you don't like the owner, maybe you halfway like the dog, but I want you to 100% like my dog. So, yeah, we would stop with that reparation stuff and get on about our business like we're supposed to do. Because it's in the blood, y'all. You can't take it from the blood. It comes out, you live long enough, it comes out through the blood, especially if you seek all the stuff. But before I forget, I want to say, hey Diane, hey Canada, on Emancipation Proclamation Day, we would have been walking, will have been walking for 2 years. Just your pace. 2 years. 7 o'clock. 2 years. Thanks for your support and my subscribers. Oh, this is what I have to tell you. My daughter read one of my comments. She said, oh, Mommy, you have a hater. When she left, I thought about that. I was like, had haters long before there was the internet. Back in the 1950s when I was born, I came out to a world full of haters. Okay. My mother got pregnant from my father because she thought they'd get married. It wasn't going to happen. For him, it was a bump and grind. She so thought she was going to get married, she gave my sisters away to someone. And that made all the family angry. Now, I didn't know anything was going on. Because of what my mother did. So, when I came out, on my father's side, my grandmother's oldest son had a bastard. That's me. So, like, I tainted the pool because everybody else was married and did the right thing. So by the time my sperm donor did get married, I was already here. So then he has his whole family, and as time goes on, they learn about me, and then the whole hate thing comes about. So I looked at my daughter and I was like, I have functioned all my life around haters. I came out and then it was. I mean, my mother pushed me out, and I came out and the haters was all there. You made your mother send her daughters away. How did I make them do that? You're a bastard. You made your mother and father have sex. How did I do that? And then my sisters, when they came back, when my mother got them back, they remembered that the reason why they were sent away was because of me. Honey, you ain't no hate. You have no idea. Hate trips you down the stairs, honey. Hate pulls your hair, punches you. I can't even tell you. Jump on your chest. Hate gains you. I mean, whew. So I just thought about that when my daughter said, "Oh, Mommy, you have a hater." I was like, "Oh, just one?" Just one? I'm honored. I've had so many all my life. It's kind of nice to say just one. We're going back to the weights and the faders 5 minutes before we take our break. I mean, before we go off when we finish. Ooh. Just getting haters. And my haters wasn't even on the internet. They was like all up in my face. Had to feed me, change my clothes, and watch me, Joe. Whew. Haters. Haters leave you or make you get lost on a subway system twice. That's hate, honey. So I was like, okay, I got a hater. So just wanted to share that funny with y'all. But unlike the Hatfields and McCoys, I want to tell you, I have so many supporters. So many supporters that encourage me, my subscribers on YouTube, my Facebook. They the majority, most of them. And that's why I feel good. And my friend the other day, when he was showing me all his knives and swords and stuff, the only thing that I noticed from that picture, because I was like, ooh, eek, all them swords and knives. I saw his bike. I saw his bike. And hopefully in my mind, he's using it. So even with all the blades and stuff that he was trying to show me he collected, what I took home from that is the fact that he's jumping on his bike. That he is working with his body to stay alive. I know Superwoman, so it's just to stay alive. I don't want to sit in no doctor's office for hours upon hours. I told my body that a long time ago. I don't want that life. I don't want to be around people who hate me. Oh, yes. Ta-da! Now we take our little water break or whatever break. With the break. Just harmony, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Just harmony, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Just harmony, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Oh, I can't stand when I leave that exhaust on. When I first come down here, y'all know we're in the basement. So I put the exhaust on before I put open the window, and then I forget to turn it off. Hey, I got a podcast. It's called The Pawn Moves First. It's on Spotify. It's on this channel. It's on Facebook. It's on my neighbor's TV Facebook. And it's called The Pawn Moves First. Okay. The Pawn Moves First podcast. On the podcast, we talk about, I don't want to move that fast. We talk about the show Neighbors. The show Neighbors is a show where we teach the basic chess, music, movement, and song. Y'all see my little mid flap? And in the podcast, ultimate goal is to connect with the young people who were teens and adolescents but over 10 years ago when I filmed Neighbors. So we're on our second season, and that season we filmed in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And the episode that's on Spotify right now, and on YouTube, this channel, and on Facebook under my name, and on my Facebook page, Neighbors TV, tells you the background going on of how we made that happen, how we got to Philly. My daughter and my daughter from another mother, Kristen, co-hosts with me. As we remember, as my daughter says, she doesn't remember. It was a little, when I think about it, it was a little traumatic for her. And we talk about it on the podcast. So I wish you guys would give it a listen. It's called The Pond Moves First. So I'm recording the second episode for the Philly season this Sunday. So it's something. Remembering. And then after that, we came back from Philly and we were in Port Chester, New York, with some senior citizens that I hope will jump on the podcast. Not their time yet, but when it is their time. Then, okay, yeah. And then we go to Danbury. Then we go down to the Bronx and to Yonkers. Okay, wait a minute. In between, we go to Greenwich, then we go to Yonkers, then we come back to Greenwich. And the last season that Apple didn't eat up, I think I have 2 episodes left from that. And, wow. I can tell what I think about. And I get stuck. Because it was such a blow to me to lose all that material after so much work. Because Apple did an update. And because Matthew started the editing process, and he used, back in 2010, Steve Jobs was all the rage. And the other companies hadn't caught up to the fact as far as editing video, the editing apps for videos, Microsoft and stuff, they hadn't really come up to par. Now they are. But I have so much footage from Apple that even though it ate a lot, I still have a lot of material. And so that's what made me purchase another Apple that, let's put it like this. Every time I say, oh, let me do this right fast, and I jump on the Apple computer, I am guaranteed to take 2, 3, 4 hours for that one little thing that I said, let me take care of right fast. Every time I get an Apple update, it knocks something out. So, the last update knocked out my file sharing process. So, nothing I could do could
that file sharing to do. She even tried to help me do the Bluetooth. And because I'm not computer savvy, I couldn't do it. So that was, I called one person, spoke to them, and then called another person, and I spoke to them. So altogether, a little over an hour or more, because you have wait time and stuff. Anyway, I kept my old computer because I kind of know. So something says on your new computer, whatever the updates wipe out, you can possibly do it on the old computer. So I pulled down my old MacBook Pro, charged it up and stuff, and did my file sharing. But even pulling out the old MacBook Pro, that's why it's old. So that process used to take like maybe 5 minutes or less. But I had to warm up, I had to this and this and this. Very slow. But I finally got it done. Finally got a file transferred. And, oh boy, was I happy. I can't even tell you. I cannot begin to tell you. So, that's why I have the two. While, when the update kicks me out, destroys something, like, it took my song that I have here, it did an update, and it was at 3 levels, because I could go back and tweak it. And I wanted to go back because I wanted to take the reverb off. I wanted to do something with the reverb. But they did an update. Knocked my song out of GarageBand into iTunes. So then when we went to iTunes and got it and put it back in the GarageBand and started having 3 levels like vocal, bass or however it goes, it had just a song. So I can't correct the reverb. I can't do anything on it. That's it. So every time I look on the computer and I see an update, I can't tell you. I'm like, okay, just brace yourself. You will lose something. Something's going to be moved and you can't put it back. And I guess that's, if not this Apple or whoever else I go to, probably will have the same issues because I'm not computer savvy. I don't know how to get in there and thing the thing and, I'm on the tail end of this internet highway. I'm flying down it, but I'm more flying towards an exit than an entrance. Whew. So, that's what I did yesterday. I was like, I don't even believe this. But then I do believe it. I do believe it happens. So what I have to do, but I'm a little wiser. Oh, this is the thing. So all of a sudden, while it helped me yesterday, it always happens. In my finders, it would be my documents, my downloads, my application. But lately, this cloud thing kept coming through. Everything on the cloud. Sign this agreement for you to use the cloud. I'm like, I didn't ask to use the cloud. I have a lot of memory. I made sure to purchase a lot of memory on the MacBook Pro, and I bought external hard drives. I don't need a cloud. So I was saying no, I could understand why it kept coming. So after the first lady helped me, I go look at my finders and no document, no application, no downloads. So she tells me, she says, go to the finder, go to the top of the finder and you hit go. And I'm like, why do I have to go there? Ain't that cloud thing? I'm not putting stuff on the cloud. I'm saving stuff to my downloads. And I want it on my computer. My documents, I want it on my computer. She said, no, you can just go up there and get it. So you know I didn't give her no Apple review. So now this is bugging me. Everything I'm writing, everything I'm writing is going to a cloud. Don't nothing belong to me. If I'm writing it and I save to my computer and my computer memory, why is it saved on my memory? Why is it in the cloud? Who owns the cloud? Why are you taking my shit? So I had to call back. I was right. The cloud had literally took all my videos, everything from my computer and put it on the cloud. So the next Apple person I called, they said, you know, when I explained it to it, he said, yes, that's what it's doing. But we're going to go up there and get it from the cloud and we're going to put it in your computer. And the first thing the cloud said is, do you know you're taking this off a cloud? I want to say, do you know that's my fucking copyrighted work, bitch? What are you doing with it? I didn't give you permission to take it. I didn't sign your agreement. I don't want your cloud. I gotta sign an agreement for you to put my stuff on the cloud. Everything I have is uploaded to either my YouTubes, my Facebook. I have found a way to secure my work as best I can. In case Apple come through and swipe out everything. I did literally took all my documents from my computer and put it on the cloud. So I said, how can that happen? Because the cloud is going to make me. The cloud is going to make me. Okay, we're starting back new again. You know we only do it 5. Tuck in your elbow. Well, I'm starting over again. If y'all are still continuing, do y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Neither up nor down. Remember? I'm trying to remember myself. Tuck your elbow and squeeze your gut. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we'll do more. It'll be next year. I'm still recovering, y'all. You know I had a fight with that pathogen. Y'all know that pathogen came messing with me. And I had to fight it off. Like Ma Ruby in Mary Monroe's book. Ma Ruby. I know. In Mary Monroe's book, The Upper Room. Yeah! Yeah! Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell an auntie, tell an uncle, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Have a great day. Thanks for your support. And I'll see you tomorrow. Like, comment, share, subscribe.